Thank you. So, hello, my name is Soren, and we can see here happier members of our non-human family, including one of my cute little cats. And I'd like to start by sharing a little bit about myself, so to make a bit of a connection with everyone, if that's okay. So I was born in communist Romania in Eastern Europe. It was a time of austerity and poverty. And I was also alive during, and I also passed through the 1899 revolution, where communists fell all over the world, leaving capitalism as pretty much undisputed as a way to produce our economy. And things didn't change much after the revolution. I still remember actually during the revolution, I remember when I was tiny, I was hiding under a table, and I still hear the buzzing of bullets, hearing them. It was a pretty tumultuous time. Things didn't change very much after the revolution. Like the system that was very tyrannical went to a system that was very corrupt and a semblance of democracy. So my parents were very disappointed, and we decided to leave Romania and go to possibly better lands. So we went to Turtle Island. Right now I live in the land claimed by Canada. And I was a software engineer for most of my life, as far away as possible from poverty and austerity, trying to live the individualistic and materialistic life as much as possible. And I was quite a bit of a hedonist. Something happened in my life which has marked it. We can see on this picture my father and me, and he has died when I was pretty young, when I was 28. And that embarked me on a sort of, I started to ask myself a lot of questions about the meaning of life, and I read a lot about Buddhism, and that led me to read a very important book wrote by Mathieu Ricard, Pleading for Altruism. I heard of him because he was also from the West, but going into the East and becoming a monk. And he was, oops, not sure what happened there. Give me a minute. There we go. Yep, as I was saying. So he went from the East, from a Western culture to an Eastern one. And in his book, he did talk a lot about our unfair treatment of non-human animals. So that got me to turn vegan. Another fun fact about me is that around a year ago, I have quit my job with my partner as well as my apartment, and we moved into this RV, and now we are full-time activists. About the activism that I'm involved with. Buddhism got me a lot about thinking about alleviating suffering and alleviating suffering of all sentient beings that do feel suffering, or not just humans. And one of the first organizations I got involved with was the Algosphere Alliance, which taught me the importance of having an ethical priority given to the alleviation of suffering. And I'm mentioning that because there's always a bit of a tango between alleviation of suffering and also priority given to life and reproduction. So we're always pulled into these two directions. We want to avoid suffering, but we also appreciate life, and it's a cool tango. Not all suffering, some of the suffering is mild. So I got involved in the Organization for the Prevention of Intense Suffering. At some point a few years ago, I got involved and founded Vegan Option Canada with my partner. And lately I got involved in Extinction Rebellion and Animal Rebellion. And finally, we come to the subject of this talk. I'm on the organizing committee of the Plant-Based Transition Coalition.